What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we are going to take questions from the comment section, and we're also going to reply to just things people said in the comment section. I haven't done this in a while, and the comments are stacking up, and so I just want to address some of them as I read them. But first, don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, drop some more comments, and share these videos far and wide so we can grow the channel. Let's take a look at the comment section and see what's going on. And another thing, I bought myself a pair of readers today because it's getting harder to read these documents that I got to read. And so I'm going to go ahead and practice now and put them on. This is how you know you're getting old, when your eyes stop working the way they used to work. All right. So let's see what's what from the comment section. We'll start with, got a couple comments from the what to expect after you submit your application video. One from Jana Dove 2 days ago says, what's the starting pay an hour? How would I find that out? I would look at my inside wireman agreement and look for the wage package. So here we go. Wage package at the moment for a journeyman in the metropolitan zone, which is where I work. What's today's? We're in November of 22. So we're looking at $51 an hour. $51 an hour. That's the pay rate currently. And as a first year apprentice, you make 45% of that wage. All right. There's your answer. 45% of $51 an hour is what an apprentice makes the first year, starting out right now. As an apprentice, though, you got to be in the apprenticeship. Urban Blue Collar writes on the same video, how did the union do during the recession? Well, during a recession, jobs are lost like anywhere else. But I will say that being in the DC area, we recorded less job loss than average during the recession. So we in 26 anyway, we wrote it out fairly well, all things considered. I had one that we recorded, the IBW is the best career choice. Mr. Concord, Mr. Coco RD writes, nice, thank you so much. Jimmy writes, I've been watching your channel for a while now. It's been a big help with my journey so far to become an IBEW member. I applied for Local 46 and I just passed my aptitude test. I'm a bit confused with how the scoring and interviews work. I was wondering how long it took you to get an interview date, as well as how long it took you to start working and start classes after your interview. All right. Our classes started when I started in 06, and I think it's the same now. Started in September. I moved to Virginia in 06 in, I want to say it was April of 06. So, but back then when I moved in 06, there was a work boom around here, and so they were really looking for folks. And I came with several years of experience with W-2s, proving that I worked for electrical contractors consistently for years before I came. So when I applied, I went directly to work as an R8, and I received R8 wages at the time. It was like about $17 an hour. And I worked immediately, and I started classes in September. Someone replied, Joseph replied to art workers win contract with folks. We love to see it, and yes, we do. Contract talk, Jeremy replied with, I love you, keep the Constitution. Yep, we should keep our documents in our lunchbox. IBW Constitution and your inside wireman agreement should travel with you at all times. WZ commented on my video, Racism Rears Its Ugly Head, at a council meeting with, it is funny how black people and Hispanic people think it's anti-racist to form a coalition against white people. I think that's the most ironic comment ever, because Hispanic people and black people forming a coalition against white people, where in America is that happening? Where? Now, if you're saying that there is a coalition to increase inclusivity and to fight against systemic racism, that's true. But that coalition includes white people. So what are you talking about? And then I got another beef with the word, with the framing of white people. What are white people? It seems to change depending on the time of year. I remember the concept of white people didn't come around until the 1600s, when Europeans who were tired of warring with each other decided to explore the world and figured out that they're actually the minority in the world. And so they said, holy crap, we're the minority. We need to come up with something that unites Italians, Irish, Scottish with English and French. I know, we'll call ourselves white people. That's a made up thing. It's not real. So it's a silly comment. And then you're welcome to come and drop your comments, man. Like I said, I love it, but come on, my guy, do better. Think it out before you write it out. Let's see, what else do we got here? How to be a great first-year apprentice. Steven Steppen wrote, is your driver's license required? Not necessarily. You do need to have transportation to and from work and to and from school, but it doesn't have to be a driver's license. As far as identification, you can use an ID card. You do have to have identification, though. And you do have to have a means for transportation to get to and from work. Much love and solidarity from Marlon. Awesome. Much love and solidarity. How long after? Okay, here's another one for what to expect after you submit your application. Upper left Brad writes, how long after I submit my application do they request I take the test? I'm holding back on submitting the test. I mean, as soon as you submit your application and all your stuff checks out, you're scheduled for a test, and that could vary on the number of applicants for that local. So it depends. Let's see if I take one more. On my experience at Brotherhood Night, Andy wrote, God bless the Brotherhood and Sisterhood and IBEW. And to that I say, amen, and let's expand that to God bless everybody, all workers, solidarity for all, and let's stay together against the elite ruling class, which is trying to suppress our wages, destroy our quality of life, and make sure that we live in squalor so that we are always obligated to work the jobs that they provide for us and the schedules that they demand. Standing together is the only way we push back against that. It's the only way we've ever been able to win. Remember, the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one. Peace.